Thank you for the introduction, Professor. Good morning, everyone, Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, Excellencies, and all the amazing, knowledgeable people present here. I would like to start by congratulating you. So, I know with so many people here who have dedicated years of their life to making change in their respective fields, I find it very valuable to bring attention to your intentionality with making sure that survivor voices are heard, which is why I am here today. And to begin, I think we should start with some statistics. More than 300 million children under the age of 18 have been affected by online child sexual exploitation and abuse in the year of 2023. More than 20,000 AI generated child sexual abuse images on the dark web forum were available within a single month in a report by the Internet Watch Foundation. This just goes to show that it is a growing issue. We need to be not only aware and not only actively listen, but actively participate in working to safeguard children online. Even without AI, online child abuse was a crisis, but with AI, it is a much bigger problem. Now, to drive this point, I would like to bring in the instance of my experience with online technology assisted child abuse. I was 14 when fabricated details about my sex life were sent and made viral to people in my school. And for months after that, I have experienced being the talk of the town about the same. A friend who had supported me throughout the journey that I faced, years later, experienced a way more horrifying issue and way more horrific experience with the AI assisted abuse. And what I mean is when AI is allowed to generate CSAM, it becomes a way more damaging and just emotionally taxing experience for anyone going through it. Survivor voices must be involved in technological design and regulation. It is very easy to get good feedback from people who are enjoying social media, but if real growth is what we want, it is important to listen to people who are the ones at the short end of the stick, the ones who are facing problems because of it. There is no online versus offline difference when it comes to children growing up in this age. Now, Nicholas and I were speaking about this just a while back, is that it's very easy to have the tendency to think that online abuse is not as traumatizing as offline. But what we don't understand is the repercussions that a person faces may be even more pronounced when it's online and may also translate to experiences offline. For example, in 2018 alone, there was a study in the US that showed 30% of young adult survivors reported being recognized in public in the past because of their CSAM that was available online. Now, to put this into perspective, 1 in every 3 people were recognized and were made to relive the trauma that they faced, even years after the fact. So, what I would like to leave you with is just 2 messages, I think. The first is that we need to be comfortable with listening to survivors share their stories. What I mean by this is, in my experience and what I've heard from people, survivors are afraid to make listeners uncomfortable, which is why all the difficult details, all the graphic imagery that might be described, which is needed to be known by people and policymakers and everyone who's making a change, is not getting to people because the survivors are afraid to make others uncomfortable. Which is why we need to take the step to really make them think that we are here for you, and no matter how graphic, how traumatizing your story is, and we may not understand how it is to experience it, but we are here to listen and we are here to try to make change. The second point is that survivors and allies have access to the very same technology that perpetrators have. And this is what we've been talking about for the past day and a half. But we have the power and tools to curb this issue. We just need to decide to keep up with the perpetrators and even, be 10 steps ahead in order to get rid of it. It is difficult, but it is not impossible, and it is only possible if we all work together. So, thank you.